Hello everybody, it's EzraTime here, and welcome back to another review video. And today we're going to be reviewing a series called Wednesday. Now, this is obviously based on the Addams Family series, created by Charles Addams. And obviously, based on the title, it was focusing a lot on Wednesday Addams and played masterfully, wonderfully by Jenna Ortega. Now, this is a show that everybody's been talking about. Like I heard that a bunch of people talking about it Wednesday, and I think I heard it when I see the release of Megan, because when the robot dancing obviously, and then people kind of like compare that to Wednesday in a way, and yeah, I can see it, man, especially in episode 4 when Wednesday dance, and yeah, it's actually a really good series in my opinion, and I think a lot of people will think the same as well. And the 4 of the 8 episodes is actually directed by Tim Burton, which is you might know him because like well, he's a pretty famous director back in the day. And it's really nice to see him like directing several of the episodes, the first 4 episodes, and yeah, it definitely had the Tim Burton feel. I mean the rest of the series does, because that's the vibe of the series anyway. And yeah, and I think the reason why this is amazing is obviously again Jenna Ortega as well as the Adams is just amazing. And you might know him. Sorry, you might know her from Scream 5. That's where I know Jenna Ortega, and it comes to the point that I think I wishing that Jenna Ortega was like the main protagonist in Scream 5. I mean no disrespect to Melissa Barrera, because I think she also does a great job as the main protagonist in that movie. But I think Jenna Ortega is like a much better character and actress, I think, in my opinion. But again, no disrespect. But yeah, in this one, she's really nailing it, man. Like she's such a good actress, obviously, for Wednesday. Because again, here's the thing, though. I don't exactly know too much about the Adams family. I heard about them a lot, but I'm not really know anything about the Adams family, to be honest with you. So this is my first introduction to the Adams family, specifically Wednesday. But what I'm gathering before anyway, I think the Adams family is like really bizarre family, right? And Wednesday is obviously a really bizarre character that doesn't really love having friends, and every single time they're having like maybe like a birthday party, then usually kids wants candy, right? And then Wednesday on the other hand just wanted, like, I don't know, spiders or like some weird stuff, and then she also enjoys funeral, and which is yeah, that's like the bizarre character of Wednesday, and I honestly really love it, because again, Jenna Ortega played the character so well, at least in my opinion. And then she's going to try to solve a monster mystery at her new school, which is Nevermore. And obviously, to our Nevermore, we see a bunch of other characters as well. And all these other characters actually really good as well. Because like they really are believable in my opinion. They make the world feel really lively in my opinion. And yeah, obviously throughout the series you see Wednesday Adams character like develop throughout the series, and it is a coming of age storyline, and I think it's just like it's really well developed in my opinion. You probably didn't exactly see the full development yet, but man, like Wednesday actually developed throughout the series. Like it wasn't like one of those situations where like the character never develops throughout the seasons. But for Wednesday, like no, you actually see her develop throughout the series, and I think that's just really great. And also like the mystery side of things is also really well done. Because it is a really good mystery. Like you have no idea who's the behind the scenes that doing all of this murder basically in Nevermore until like way later. And even that when I first discovered who it is, it actually surprised me, to be honest. Because I was like, whoa, I did not expect that person to be the actual culprit on all of this. Because I feel like the series kind of make it obvious who's the culprit behind everything, but that wasn't the case. And yeah, that took me by surprise, which is like wow. But yeah, besides the vibes of the series, besides Jenna Ortega performance, I like the music as well, by Danny Elfman and Chris Bacon. Yeah, the music is great. It really fits well, obviously, to the vibe of the series. And I'm actually really liking the comedy done by Wednesday, and then her roommate Enid, I think that's her name, the character's name anyway. Yeah, played by Emma Myers. Like I think these two has a great chemistry in my opinion. Obviously, you see those two relationship develop throughout the series, and I think it's just amazing and actually really heartwarming to see what happens in the end. I guess spoilers for the Wednesday series. I mean, it's been coming up for a while now. I know I'm a late here, but I'm gonna talk spoilers. All right. So if you haven't if you haven't watched the series, then please go watch it. It's amazing. But if you have, then well, hear me out. So spoilers. I really think the moment between Enid and Wednesday in the end, where they both actually hug, was really heartwarming. Because I thought when I first saw the scene, I thought that Enid's gonna be the one who like hug Wednesday, and then Wednesday just like holding back. But like I did not expect Wednesday to actually like wrap her arm around Enid, and then just like hugging each other. Like I was like, that's really sweet and heartwarming, to see Wednesday character changes in the end, and makes me really excited to see more of her character in the future. Like, it feels like she's gonna still feel like the same Wednesday, like the tone and stuff like that, but obviously she's also improve, having friends, having maybe another boyfriend, who knows. And it makes me curious to see where the series is gonna go, but like I said before, I like all the characters, and I think they just take a really, really great chemistry together. And I think because this character was actually not that one-dimensional, because I thought there is several characters that kind of felt like one-dimensional at first, but it wasn't. Like it's actually like Bianca, for example. I thought that her character is gonna be like a one-dimensional character, but that was not the case. Apparently, I really care for her in the end, and that she's ending up helping Wednesday fighting Crackstone in the end, and it was like amazing in my opinion. So I'm glad that not all the characters are like bad guys, like one note bully basically. Like it wasn't that. Um, like it kind of felt like that for the first few episodes, but like I'm glad they actually developed throughout the episodes, and then they got more backstory, and it's not just Wednesday. Every single character has their own backstory. Like in it, for example, like she finally become a werewolf in the end, which is wow, despite the fact that she wants to become herself, that she want to become a werewolf basically, or like at least try to transform to become a werewolf, but it doesn't work for the most part until the end, and it was like wow, okay, it was a really I guess really powerful moment, I guess. I don't know. Like to me it felt that way, when she finally become a werewolf. So I'm really curious to see what her mother is going to say now, her overbearing mother going to say to her finally she's becoming a werewolf. But yeah, I think it's great. Also, like the parents for Wednesday, like her mother, Morticia Adams and then Gomez Adam, played by Catherine Jones and Louis Guzman. I think they're both great. I wish they appear more in the series, but then again, it's a Wednesday series. It's not about them. But I like at the moment at episode 5, where we see Wednesday and Morticia basically, mother and daughter like try to confront the mayor, and they basically working together as a team, like finally, right? They finally respect each other. And obviously, Morticia want to spend more time with Wednesday because obviously she's her mother, right? You want to spend more time with your daughter. And hopefully we get that more moments in season 2, because season 2 are officially confirmed, and especially by the end of the series right here, where they basically said that there is a year-long vacation before they get back to another semester, which is next year. I'm really curious to see where the story is gonna go though. Is it gonna be like took place around the globe this time? Because like they took a vacation. I mean, Enid said she's gonna go to San Francisco, so maybe Wednesday gonna visit her there. That could work, right? I don't know. I feel like if they're gonna do like another series in Nevermore again, which is fine because Nevermore is the iconic place for this series, which is the place where all the character really fits, like the outcast character, right? But I'm really curious to see like if seeing Wednesday in like another or I guess in a much more realistic place, because obviously Nevermore is fictional, right? But I'm saying like realistic place like San Francisco, which is mentioned in this series, like is he gonna go there? Is this story gonna take around the globe? Maybe not around the globe because that was too big and maybe too weird. But it's just like I don't know. Maybe seeing Wednesday in a different area, in a different environment, is in a much more realistic environment where there are no outcasts and just normal people, and she's just there being the odd one out. I think that would be really fun to see, But then again, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're just gonna start like a year later, going back to Nevermore, But then again, it's a year. It's a long time, and then it was revealed that someone is stalking Wednesday. So like, I'm pretty sure the stalker is not gonna wait a year just to, going back to Nevermore again. At least that's my prediction. That's why I think maybe this year's gonna not exactly, maybe season 2 is not going to take place in Evermore, but maybe it's gonna be in other area, in other environment, and then somehow they're gonna bring all the character backs. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see, because I just can't fathom myself to think that the stalker for Wednesday is gonna wait a year, for the stalker to make the move. Like, I don't think that's the case. I think maybe throughout this whole year we're gonna see Wednesday moving to different location to either discover again another mystery, because it feels like there is something bigger happening, and yeah, I really cannot wait for season 2, man. But for right now, obviously, I want to see more Jenna Ortega, and then we're gonna see her again in March, in Scream 6. She's gonna be back there with Melissa Barrera as well. I really cannot wait to see that movie. And yeah, Jenna Ortega just like become really big star in this series, and yeah, she deserves it because she is like such a like a really talented actress, obviously, to play Wednesday. Like she is distant, she is badass, but also she's kind of cute and hot, to be honest. In my opinion, I know it's kind of weird to say that, but that's how I feel. I think Wednesday is like really distant, really angry looking, but also kind of hot and cute in my opinion. But again, this is my opinion. It might be weird to some people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, obviously the dance sequences, great, great, great scene. I really, really love it. And I think Jenna Ortega referenced the 1960s, like the original Addams Family, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. I need more information on that because I'm not really familiar with the whole Addams Family lore. But yeah, this is my first introduction, and I'm in love with this Addams Family universe. I really kind of wait to delve into more in season 2. Like maybe it's gonna be in, like, I don't know when, maybe 2025, who knows? But yeah, we'll see, guys. Either way, that's my review for Wednesday. I really, really love it, guys. If I had to give it a rating, then I think it's gonna be a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I mean, there is some stuff that I don't like, especially the character Principal Weems. Because I do think she's a pretty good character in my opinion, like always defending the school, but they just kind of like get rid of her like that, getting like injected by a like a, what is it, like a plant poison or something like that. Oh, sorry, nightshade poison, right? And that's it. Like she's dead in the end. I was like, that's kind of disappointing because she's such a big character throughout the series, and then suddenly that's how she's gonna go. Like that's it. Moving on, and it's just like, man, I really wish we see her more. I wish she survived. To like give praise to Wednesday or something, because Wednesday and Principal Wims like have a really, really conflict obviously throughout the series. So I think when they both finally working together in episode 8, it was an amazing moment. At least for me, until like they just kill her off like that. Like I think that's one problem I had with the series, but it's a minor problem. So like, and Principal Wims is gone. Which is sad, but well, whatever. What can you do, right? But either way, guys, that's my review for Wednesday. I guess I'm gonna leave a question to you guys. Have you guys watched Wednesday? What do you guys think about the series? What do you guys love about the series? What do you guys think about Jenna Ortega as Wednesday Addams? And maybe you guys have any criticism and what you didn't like about the series. You can also share that in the comment section below. And if you guys enjoyed this review, then leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, the usual stuff. Become a member for the channel, guys, to support me even further by clicking the join button below. And yeah, just stay tuned for more videos in the future, guys. And again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.